If you're running ads today, you felt it. That sinking feeling when results slip and you can't explain why. Performance looks off, tracking doesn't line up, ROAS keeps slipping, and the numbers just don't add up. It's not your creative or your audience, it's the data connecting the two. Digital marketing runs on feedback loops, the signals that tell platforms what's working and who to target next. But that loop has broken. Privacy reforms, browser restrictions, and ad blockers have stripped away the data that helps ad platforms optimize your campaigns. And the numbers tell the story. Forbes found Apple's privacy changes cut ad ROI by 38%, while Meta advertisers saw up to 40% less revenue after iOS updates. That's why conversion APIs, or CAPI, have become absolutely essential. It's basically how marketers now are rebuilding that feedback loop in a privacy-obsessed world. Hi, I'm Emilie. I'm a product manager at Funnel. My team focuses on the tools that help marketers send their own clean first-party data back into ad platforms so they can measure and optimize with confidence. Recently, we launched Data Activation, a new product that makes managing conversion APIs across platforms simple and scalable. So when I say CAPI is becoming critical, it's not theory. It's something I see transforming how marketers work every day. Why the system broke in the first place. So how did we get here? Let's rewind for a moment. For years, we all relied on the pixel, a tiny piece of code tracking what people did on your website and reporting it back to platforms like Google, Meta, or LinkedIn. Remember those good old days? It worked great until privacy concerns caught up. Consumers pushed back and regulators stepped in. Now, cookies expire faster, browsers block identifiers, and consent planners stop tracking altogether. The result? Ad platforms no longer see which actions or customers drive real business results, and they have no choice but to optimize in the dark. Pixels were like postcards. Great, until the mail stopped arriving. CAPI is more like a direct line. Fortunately for us, CAPI has changed that. Instead of depending on a fragile browser pixel, CAPI connects data from your trusted data source, like your CRM or e-commerce platform, to the ad platform. No browser pixel issues, no blockers, no guesswork. CAPI gives modern algorithms the clean, direct signal they need to perform. Why it matters for marketers and not just engineers. Here's the real problem. Most marketers know they need to feed more first-party data back to the platforms. But setting up conversion APIs usually requires engineers, server access, and a mess of workflow automation tools. All of which means marketing teams get stuck waiting while performance keeps declining. CAPI gives marketers back control. You choose what data to send, when, and where. No code, no engineering tickets, just privacy-safe data that makes every algorithm smarter. At Funnel, we think marketers should be in charge of that process. Our CAPI product, built on an expert platform refined over a decade, lets you connect your first-party data to every major ad platform such as Google, Meta, Microsoft, LinkedIn, and TikTok. All you need to do is point, click, done. With CAPI, you decide what conversions to send, how often, and to which destinations. It's reliable, privacy-compliant data flowing directly back to the platforms that drive your performance. Remember, your campaigns and the algorithms that run them can only be as smart as the data that you feed them. If you're not doing this yet, you're leaving performance on the table. The bigger why now. CAPI isn't just a technical fix, it's a strategic shift. A way for marketers to own their data, rebuild trust in measurement, and drive performance again. Because let's face it, the era of easy tracking is over and has been for a long time. In a world where there's so much data but so little insight, the future will belong to those marketers who treat data as an asset and not just something to collect, but something they need to activate. Most marketing reports tell you what happened. The next era of marketing is about what to do next. Taking your data, turning it into insight, and then into real results. And today, that's exactly what Funnel's Conversion API is built on, providing better signals to the ad platforms so every dollar works harder. So if conversions fuel your growth, the question to ask yourself is whether or not that truth is reaching the platforms responsible for your performance. The smartest marketers aren't waiting for visibility to come back. They're building it themselves. That's what CAPI does. It reconnects your marketing to reality and your data to growth.